Hello, Half Full Monty here again with another exciting video. Today it's going to be about sleeping bags, sleeping systems. Uh, Even though I have an 8-inch mattress in my casita, I don't sleep on the ground much anymore. But I used to, done all my life, tent camping and what have you. What we used to call the burrito, lay out the tarp, put your sleeping bag or your quilt, whatever, your ground cloth, your blanket. You do a double burrito, but anyway, single burrito. Open your tarp up, put your sleeping bag in it, fold the bottom up, and then you flip the sides over, and when you get ready to go to sleep or it rains or whatever, you can flip the top part over you, and that works quite well. You can do it on the cheap. And anyway, this is the burrito. The double burrito would be the same thing except for using a blanket inside. Speaking of blankets, ultralight people, or if you're going light, blankets are a good option. You can get them custom made, or you can make them yourself. I have this one here. Is a you can see it's a emo blanket. Anyway, it's pretty good size. You could compress it if you, or you put it in a compression bag. You could get it pretty small. But this one here is really nice. In fact, use it as a blanket. Keep it in my trailer all the time. Should be keeping it in my car just in case. But it has a real nice. It's breathable, but it's also retains your body heat. Soft on one side, and then that parachute cloth or whatever it is on the outside. You can tell it's it'd be big enough I could roll up, do a little burrito action with this. It also has where you can, if you set out by the campfire or in your chair or whatever, it has a little clippy thing here where you can clip it like so. Anyway, it's well insulated. That's probably in Texas, that's probably all you'd ever need. You get up north somewhere, you could run into other problems. This is all old school stuff right here. The Thermarest. I think this is what's called the ultralight. Yeah, ultralight long air mattress. And it's pretty small and it's really light. As far as air mattresses go, you could probably go on the cheap, go to Walmart and get you a one of those just the air mattress air thing that you would use like in your pool, or float out in the lake or what have you, and blow those up. But those fold down. I mean, we're talking to the real cheap ones. They fold down very small if you can get the air out of them. Oh, like I said, this is pretty, been around. I've used this a lot. I haven't, well, lately I haven't, but I had an ultralight sleeping bag that I used with this. It folded down about like this. It was fine for Texas. I mean, even in Texas, it was really, really cold. you might want to put a liner or something with it, but it was about like this, and it rehomed with my daughter out in California. She's beginning to get into some ultralight backpacking. Anyway, you know how these go. It's got a little tube here, you turn it and you can blow in it. Anyway, I thought we'll blow it up. But it gets about, about like so. It is quite adequate. They used to make them that they just fold up. They've made 3/4. You know, where you don't necessarily need this on your legs, but in my little backpacking tent, it worked pretty well. Anyway, that was that. Moving along, there's all kinds of different kinds of thicknesses of sleeping bags and everything, but the next one is pretty big. It's pretty heavy, but it's a let me look it up here real quick. It's a made by Tennier, Tennier Industries. I believe they're in Tennessee. But they've been making these things for a long time. And I could have, the compression bag, everything squeezed out. I could probably, if I got air out, get it a little bit smaller. But if you're car camping or what am I trying to say? If you're camping with your horse and doing that, and you're going somewhere where the weather's could get really dangerously cold and everything, this thing, it's like I got a waterproof bag. And I'm gonna get this one here and open it up and show you. This thing right here is like your, I don't know, army tank of sleep systems. You've got the outside. And if you're like I said, if deer season started, if you're out there in the deer stand, or you're out there and you can stand any kind of weather situation here. This is a waterproof cover that goes on the outside. It's got, of course, the zipper, but it's also got the snaps on the on the inside, and then the outside too, to really make it waterproof. It'll keep it warm and everything. It's ample. It's got double zippers on it. You know, one going this way, one coming that way, where you can vent your feet or the upper part. It's got this part on the very top here that actually goes over your head if you wanted to, and you could pull it up like that. They also, I believe, make them where they've got a mesh situation on the top where you can hold it like that and see out of the top of it. But that would be the very outside. You know, you could unzip it and lay it out. For the burrito situation I was discussing earlier. Then there is the this one, which is basically a sleeping roll. Of course, this is part of the modular system. Anyway, this is much like, here's the top of it. It's like a mummy bag situation. And it's got both Velcro zippers and then snaps to seal it in. If you got the air out of this and rolled it and compressed it in a compression bag, you could get that quite small in this too. So you could reduce that size a lot with that. So that's the light one. And then there's, yes, there is another on those, like I said, if it's really getting cold, the wind's whipping, it's raining more, you could get in this thing, snowing, whatever it is, you could get in this thing and it would keep you mighty dry. Now this is the heavy one. This is it's like maybe double the feel thickness of this one, and it's like I said, this is really nice. It's got the thing over the top of the hood part. You can draw it in. The bag itself, golden retriever hair everywhere. If you have a golden retriever, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, double zip on it with snaps. This is where your feet would go in. So you can zip it both ways if you like want to open up the bottom and bend a little bit, or the top. But you would actually, the way this works is you would put this light one inside the heavy one. I mean, if we're talking like more in the tundra here, light one in the heavy, the waterproof liner bag, and you're not going to, I mean, if it's that's not going to keep you warm, you're not going to make it anyway. But anyway, I'm telling you, if you had some of those little heaters, even the bag or they'd make really nice ones that, you know, they make heated, actually, the pads even. But anyway, that all together, or you could just use the heavy bag all by itself, or you could use the heavy bag. I can't imagine, you know, ever needing this heavy bag here in Texas, no matter what. But you put that in the waterproof liner, you know, or you could use the light, which is just more like, you know, around here that most you'd ever need is, you know, the light in this waterproof bag, or you could just use the light by itself if you were like in a tent on a cot or whatever. But if you're outside, you'd want this waterproof barrier. You know, if it was me, what I would do is I'd also have a small ground cloth and put the ground cloth down, and then my my air mattress, and then whatever situation you got here, the waterproof bag, whatever. But anyway, you can look on the site of the company there, and these are This one's never been used, but it's a few years old. I'm sure they have a prettier model of this thing. And like I said, the company is a TENNIER Industries Incorporated, and this is a sleep system with a BV cover and different temperature bags. But or you could actually use the other blanket inside the BV. The BV I think is great. You wouldn't even have to take a tent if you had this in a little ground cloth, you know. So, you know, it is big. It's pretty big. It is compressible, and you know, it could. I mean, if you could take 2 tarps, ground cloth, and a regular tarp, and make you a lean-to, bushcraft kind of windbreak, or not. You could just crawl up in this thing when you got ready to get warm or good sleep. So anyway, oh, I got a little pillow here that I used to take with me backpacking. I always like to have a pillow. I like my head up away from my body. Always have. I can go without it, but anyway, this is a what is this brand? It's a Slumberjack. I think this is like a Academy thing. You know, it's felt on one side, and you know the cool, soft, slick part on the bottom, and it's you can see it's seen its day pretty good. But you know, if you, for that matter, you don't even have to, you know, most people don't even take a pillow. I always did, because it didn't take up that much space and it doesn't weigh anything. But or you get a bag with a material that, you know, feels good to you. For that matter, you don't even have to do that. You can just take your favorite pillowcase with you and just stuff it full of your clothes and what have you. You know, when you go to bed, and you have a nice pillow. So anyway, that's it. Half Full Monty. Make sure thumbs up if you like it. Make a comment. If you have any other ideas or things that you do, I'm always interested in it. And please subscribe. Share it with your friends if you have somebody else that wants to be bored to death. Anyway, Half Full Monty out.